I've had very mixed experiences with Loot Crate and the shipping to the UK. This is the October 2015 box, and I was quite disappointed that my box didn't even ship until a lot of people had received theirs. So this is pretty much 3 weeks after a lot of people have received their box. I've had some good shipping to the UK in a week, but some very bad shipping. It's a quite a light box as well here this time. I signed up for this one purely because of the advertised topic, the time topic, which is one that interests me because it matches, I suppose, a lot of my sci-fi interests really. Uh, I've tried very hard to avoid spoilers, but I have seen a few pictures, the ones I can remember, so it may not be quite the biggest surprise. I've just cut through ready to open, but let's look inside. Pristine as it's arrived, and I'm going to start off with the item which I did see the spoilers for. There's too many pictures of this one going around to avoid it, but it's also one I'm really excited to get. Dr. Emmett Brown, Back to the Future. I believe it's an exclusive. Yes, it has the Loot Crate exclusive there in the corner. I can't remember quite. Well, I probably never saw why it's an exclusive and what's different to the other pop movies here, but you can probably see it's a nice figure. Very reminiscent of Back to the Future, one of the best films, one of the best trilogies of all time, looking very zany. Perhaps it was the glasses there. And there's also a Marty one there. I am anticipating getting a Marty in another box, a UK-based Zabby box, because that was very much spoiled by Zabby themselves. But that's absolutely fine. It's one I'm looking forward to as well. But they've got Emmett Brown, and I think he's worth the money for this box. Up next, we've got a T-shirt here, and be excellent to each other. So, Bill and Ted. Your first impression of this one is that it looks very cheap, but it's also quite a simple design. It's not too pronounced. It's a good colour. It can be worn just as a casual piece of wear, even underneath another outfit, or as a lot of people do now, which is wear their T-shirt on top of a sweater, which isn't quite my clothing fashion sense. I think maybe I slightly missed that craze, but it would work very well for that, and blue goes with such a lot of outfits. I presume this is an exclusive as well, because it's got the Loot Crate logo there on the top. But alright, you don't get t-shirts all that often with Loot Crate anymore, but there is one there. What have we got next? Back to the Future 2 hoverboard 1 to 5 scale replica. Sounds quite intriguing. It's another Loot Crate exclusive. It's doing very well for exclusives here this time. Can we get into this one? It's not sealed anywhere. Well, maybe easier said than done, and if I open it that way, no doubt all the contents will fall out. There we are. So 1 to 5 is I think it must mean 1 to 5, so the real hoverboard will be 5 times this size. That means the real hoverboard was pretty small. At least I'm anticipating something skateboard sized. So imagine 5 of these boxes end to end. It's got a certificate of authenticity that this was created under license. Let's see. Here we go. And it's actually it's like a trophy. It's on a mirrored metal frame. You can see that where you put your feet, and they sort of must attach to the hoverboard to save it moving around. It's actually one of the nicer model type items. It's smaller than the typical pop figure or vinyl, whatever you might get. But anyway, there we have a hoverboard, and quite happy with that one. Next, Doctor Who. Doctor Who is definitely advertised here. One of my favourite programmes. Another exclusive, Sonic Spork. So let's have a look in this one. And is it a push out? Yes, it's slightly easier. So I'm trying to think what the spork was. Obviously, it's a bit like a sonic screwdriver, but it's a very, very interesting model. So it's a spoon and a fork, presumably a spork, and there's a sonic end. Feels slightly plastically with the metal end. But okay, I mean that's nice again. Quite different and unique as well. There, I'm sure it must have been featured in the series somewhere, but I can't immediately think where we've got a spork. But let's put that one to one side. A little badge, won't spend too long looking at that. We've got a magazine here, and there's the box image. Party on Dudes. We've got a phone box. Phone box, of course, there. I think it's really like a phone box and a combination TARDIS looking at that, which was a police telephone box shaped, and various other time-related characters. So that's it. For some reason I was expecting another item in there hidden away, but it was just a box. And we've got this little magazine. We've got a pull-out picture of California, Doc Brown there, and presumably some information. These magazines aren't particularly great, but it would tell us a bit about it. You may have seen I've already looked at Level Up and unboxed some socks that did come slightly earlier. We've got the exclusive vinyl figure. Very cool, as it says, inspired by the clock tower scene. Right. Oh, of course, there he is holding the electric wires. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure t-shirt. Yeah, so there. The hoverboard replica, very nice. Got the spork there. Yeah, to try and work out if that is actually featured in the series anywhere, and the badge, yeah. So, it is a good selection of items. Disappointed shipping again. I'll keep my eye up and see what Loot Crate offer, but I do definitely like Dr. Emmett Brown and the hoverboard. So happy birthday to Back to the Future. Well, actually, it's not really celebrating a birthday. It's celebrating the date they travelled forward in time to in Back to the Future 2, isn't it? But anyway, happy celebration day. There we have Loot Crate. October 2015, time unboxed by geeksubscriptionbox.com. Thanks for joining me. See you again soon for more videos.